Absolutely nothing.
Why don't we ever talk about all the good things war done for us?
I mean, war has done good things for people who defended themselves for bad war, but mostly it's bad.
It gave me a job.
I mean, war is a job maker. So many action movie plots and anime plots. Okay, so their justification of war goals against us or allies.
Japan is going for something against one of your allies.
Okay. Man, Italy hates their guts. Okay, anyway, so we applied to join the Allies.
Did join the allies.
And we joined the Allies. And then when we joined the Allies, we decided to attack Albania right away.
Mm-hmm. And then pivot north to take that part of Croatia.
This little part.
Yeah.
So do we want to move this army to take that little part, or do we first want to take the Albanian part?
No, the guys in the north, they should just focus on defending the front.
Okay.
And then after that's done, you can just have them manually attack that one province.
So for now, we're focusing on Albania, attacking Albania.
Yep. Everyone up north is digging in and prepared, more or less, because they've been sitting there for 3 years.
Yeah. Okay, so we have these guys, so we just click activate, and we shall be going.
You aren't technically at war with them yet, though.
Do we want to wait for that, or should I just go?
You can't do anything to the Italians if you're not at war with the Italians.
Oh. And that's so proper. So
right now, you just gotta wait and watch the Australian invasion of Italy.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that's been happening. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
You have gotten up on the top of the thing a request from Great Britain.
Okay, wants our help in their war efforts. Allies, France, enemies, Germany, Slovakia, Italy. So we accept that.
And now, War Plan Albania is a go.
Okay. Where will we
Tell them to start driving.
Yeah, there was no mission or justification, missing equipment production.
I would give your air wing a mission to fly air superiority missions and interceptions. And also earmark a single factory for more fighter planes.
Okay, so we just assigned it to this area, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you have to click the two things.
Okay.
Your fighters are actually kind of trash, so they're going to be operating at not peak capacity because they don't have the range.
Yeah. Okay, we don't have anything making anti-tank stuff.
Nope.
So should I lower light tank to give one?
No, what you should do is just create the earmark for the fighter plane, and then just leave it. You haven't actually given anti-tank guns to any of your current units, so it doesn't matter one way or the other.
Okay, so what did you say you wanted me to try to do?
Build fighters.
Build fighters.
Just have it earmarked, have it on your list.
Oh, okay. For when we have factories.
Also, I think, yeah, now you don't want to screw with it too much, but now your entire northern border, I think, can be one single front line. Yeah, it's kind of already done that.
Yeah, it's like broken up into two.
You can delete those and just recreate the front line.
Okay. So let's see. I haven't played this almost in a week.
The trash can on the right deletes it.
Okay.
It will also screw up your offensive plans, but
Oh, we can.
there's just a separate frontline tool that you have to use.
Yeah.
And then just left click. And all the divisions are... you already have the front line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what the line is. You can recreate that offensive line just to have them preparing for the attack that will never go.
Okay, so it just automatically went this entire line itself. That's cool.
Yes, you have to tell them to go back to it though.
Okay, so
Otherwise
it's
it'll
just activated to go back to that.
Just activate the plan. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And you can draw plans for an offensive even if you never use it.
Okay. Usual foreign policy is no good anymore. Yeah, we can now just tell these guys to go with the... So that would be offensive line?
Yes. Just draw an offensive line from Italy into Germany. The two provinces, not the city itself.
Yeah, just click. Retro. Okay, so I have to right click. Oh, damn it. No. I don't want to do that. My right click slipped.
I would right now select that army again.
Okay.
And hit the cancel button in the army view on the left. That's the red circle with a slash through it.
All the divisions.
Hold the divisions, because you told them all to run into Germany, and you don't want to do that.
Okay.
Also, you kind of fucked up your line. You want it to start south in those two provinces to the left of the city. And not the city itself. They'll just go to the city if you do that.
And if I click delete, it will delete this entire line as well.
No, you can just delete the offensive.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Offensive line. So we wanted to start from here.
Start there, and then go north and create a big swing into Germany.
So?
Like so. All the way up to the Hungarian border.
That's not... Oh, okay, all the way to the Hungarian border.
Because right now you're not going to capture the city at all. They'll just drive past it.
I wish you could like edit the line.
You can.
Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, and we'll execute that whenever we're ready.
Don't execute.
I mean,
you're not going to want to execute it.
I mean,
and
just have them prepared.
Yeah, are you guys going into Albania?
Yeah, they're going to Albania. War, location, low manpower, insufficient resources. Okay.
And since you were buying all of your steel from the Germans, you've lost all that shit.
Yeah, we're now needed. So we need 15.
You can buy more for Hungary and Greece.
Yeah.
You have the capacity for it. And both are not at war with us.
Yeah, so we can sell 2 civilian factories for 16 since we need 15.
Yeah. You just need the 16.
Yeah. Yellow region slow sprawl.
Actually, I think that's... You didn't increase it to 16, you increased from 8 to 16, so you only increased the need by 8. So you still need to buy from Greece if you want to continue operating at peak capacity. And you can just send it, because you don't have any prior trade agreements with them. It's just automatically at the one you need.
Okay, now we have surplus 1. Enemy has air superiority. Oh, okay, so we are basically bad at air warfare.
The very north is technically in the Alpine regions. So that's where it's coming from.
Yeah.
But you should just keep an eye on that. But you don't really need to micromanage the northern front.
Yeah.
Your boats, though, are getting bombed to shit.
So...
And there's not really much you can do about that.
Yeah.
Unless you want to start sending air superiority missions into the Adriatic Sea. Or, I don't know if that's the Adriatic.
It is. I'm just considering where... So
your navy's pathetic anyway, and also it's good that they're focusing on that instead of the important stuff.
Yeah, so this movement here means that they're kind of trying to start shit with this border.
It just means they're moving to protect their new hostile front.
Oh, okay.
And oh, hey, new tank division that you can immediately send to do something. That guy in Bosnia.
Yeah, I see him. Just saying where to send him.
You can send him immediately into that bit of Croatia.
Just a lone tank.
Just a lone tank. There's no opposition at all.
Is there a need to like make an army for that one tank?
No, you can just send them. Like,
okay.
No, there is not.
Okay, so I'll just send them there then.
After they're done in Albania, you should probably have them create a new line up north to reinforce the front.
Oh, okay, so that like completely took it.
Also, now that he took the thing, now you want to assign him to the second army under your other guy. And you do that by right-clicking.
Yeah, add them.
And now select all of them. And create a new front line. Or a second front line on the north. In the, where all the fighting is going on.
Oh, okay, so we want...
Because you can't assign them to that front line, because they are technically a second army, and, two armies cannot occupy the same front line, but you can create a second front line just for that army in the exact same place, and they'll just crowd up next to the other guys.
Okay, so let's make a front line then.
You have to give them their own attack orders too.
Yeah.
You can give it different ones, or you cannot, but it doesn't really matter.
Okay, let's just execute for now to send them to that line.
And so far things are cold. And now, good news and bad news. Bad news is the Italians can still amphibiously invade anywhere on your coastline. Good news is they can't just ferry over troops into Albania or Croatia.
Okay, let's just see what our belt construction is right now. So we're still building this entire front line here.
So, the forts.
Yeah, so
you want to continue building those until you're done.
Yeah, so until we're done with those forts, there's not really anything else we can reinforce.
Nope. You will continue churning out units, and you will continue having to reinforce. Encryption is important.
Yeah.
But since it's 1940, you can go straight to the next radio thing.
Oh, just
you want to get those.
Improved computing, or...
Yeah, improved computing.
Okay.
those are the ones you want to keep on top of, because they just give increasing thing.
China wants us to sign a pact of non-aggression. I mean, I don't really want to do anything with China right now.
There's no point not to. Because unless Great Britain decides to go to war with China for some incredibly stupid reason. But yeah, next time you have political points, you can fully mobilize to a war economy too. Also, your navy is gone. RIP.
Oh well.
Not like it was doing much of anything anyway.
I want to pause and see how these guys are doing.
You don't have to pause, you can just slow down time.
I'm just worried of, missing stuff. Region. Enemy hazards. Oh, okay, nothing there. Man, we are quite bunched up. Like, the only thing that's like left is just like one of these countries to join the Axis, and then I'll just have a really big problem.
Not really. 24 divisions can reasonably hold the northern front, especially with all those forts.
Mm-hmm.
And your 11 guys can go and blunt the offensive because those Axis miners are miners for a reason. But the Germans and Italians are currently a lot more interested in killing all the Australians in that pocket. All two of them.
They're slowly closing in on them. Although we have the Brits here as well, coming and going.
The Brits
constantly.
are gonna. How is northern France doing?
Yeah. Camera just lost it. Let's just use arrow keys because when doing mode.
Not too good.
Yeah.
Shit. At least they didn't go through Belgium this time. They just smashed through the Maginot Line, I think. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Or no, they didn't. They went through Belgium.
Just like Aiden, boy, a big part of it.
Yeah.
Brits seem to be fine. America, who knows what they're doing.
America's doing nothing.
Yeah.
Besides fortifying the border against those damn Canadians.
The terrifying Canadian force. Oh, they got reinforcements now.
Did they?
Yeah, the Australian just got like 10 units instead of 2.
No, that's in theater. If you zoom in, you can see exactly where they are. You're zoomed out enough that it's bunching up really weird.
High levels resistance in Albania. So, what do you do with this mechanic? Resistance to occupation.
The easiest way to do that is to just create a fucking occupation force, and the easiest way to do that would be to disengage your cavalry from your existing armies and just have them garrison Albania, because your cavalry units are anemic and stupid and not worth much in a defensive war like the one you're going for.
So we just go to unassign them.
Unassign them, give them their own army if you want to make it easier. Or you have to give them their own army. You have to give them their own army, because you cannot give orders to garrison.
Okay. Let's add someone here.
You can select all of your units, and the ones that aren't currently in an army are... Like, to make this faster, just select all of them in the theater. Just click and drag. And just X out, deselect the 2, and then there's the unassigned guys right there. And now you can give them orders.
Okay,
you can give them a new commander, but it'd be a waste of political points because you're just having them garrison Albania.
Okay.
Use the garrison tool. Or the garrison button in the thing.
Garrison area. And we just sent you.
Just Albania. Because you're not garrisoning an area you're not occupying does nothing. I'm pretty sure. And if you don't have to tell them to. You don't have to tell them to start garrisoning an area. They just do it by themselves.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're having a fight here.
It's not going in your favor.
We're currently losing. Damn.
Your guys will shift to reinforce that area if you zoom in. Because you're kind of too zoomed out to see anything.
So are you just like automatically reinforcing that, or?
Your guys know what to do.
Okay.
You don't need to micromanage. That's what I said was a good thing about this. Actually, maybe joining the war without all your forts was a bad idea.
Hmm?
Maybe joining the war before all of your forts were built was a bad idea.
Oh, we're not gonna live with that mistake.
Green is winning, red is losing.
And
You are winning all your defenses everywhere else. Because what they've done is they've compacted the line and made it easier to defend, kind of.
Mhm.
And your allies are also reinforcing your borders. Congratulations, you successfully recreated World War I.
I mean, that's...
Also, the Luftwaffe is here and they are probably murdering all of your planes.
No.
Yeah, that ain't good. What you should do right now, actually, that I probably forgot to tell you, is currently your guys are ordered to fight to the death.
Okay.
You should probably tell them to not do that if you want to keep your plans.
Okay, how do I tell them not to fight to the death?
You have to go to the plane menu.
The plane menu. Okay.
Western Balkans. Just click anywhere in the Western Balkans. And on the top left, or in the Western Balkans area, there is a thing next to the fighters. There's the day and night, and then there's the fist. That fist is what you need to select. That's no retreat, normal operations. Normal operations is what you want to keep it to.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll keep fighting until there's only 25 of them left. Or 25% of them left.
Why is it like no retreat is the default option?
It's, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So even if you're not doing much in the way of offensives, and you're losing a fight, or no, you're losing an attack. I don't know. What you are doing is you are pulling more divisions away from the important fronts, and making it easier for the Brits to, say, create a second, better invasion of Italy.
mm-hmm.
If you could look over at Italy right now.
Yeah, they're kind of like expanding now.
They've cut the country in half, and that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Because now supplies need to use convoys to get from one half of it to the other.
Yeah, they basically have like
They've created
three fronts. Yeah.
4 fronts.
4 fronts. Yeah. I mean, like, the goal for this like run isn't to, you know, be offensive and win the war or something, to just like survive the war. That's what I was going for.
You can go for technology sharing now,
Yeah.
which is what you need to do.
Okay. During launch events where allies, your whole faction will be able to conduct wartime R&D more effectively. Okay. Oh no. Oh, one thing.
It was the damn Dutch. You can go to war with the Japanese too, and you probably should. Also, yeah, you can now change your laws, but more important than conscription is actually the factories.
So let's see. War economy, so that's the next thing.
Yes, war economy is the one you want, yeah.
Okay. So
Also, you should probably go to war with Japan just to say you're part of the Allies.
yeah, so here we accept.
You really have no dog in the fight, but you take a relations penalty to your allies if you refuse.
Okay, so...
Also, in
Oh.
the
Okay.
shit. So, this is a chaotic mess.
This
What
is
you
not-
need to do is use your 8 divisions, your 2nd army, and have them attack into Hungary, or at least be on the border. A new Hungarian front line.
Yeah, let's send them to the front line first.
You have to assign the divisions to it, because they're still technically assigned to the other front, the northern front.
Okay, so select all front line. And we put
No, select all, edit. There is a division assignment button.
Okay, there's an edit mode.
No, you need to assign divisions, not edit. I was being stupid.
Okay,
Control click.
so there we go.
They don't technically have enough troops to secure the entire border, but they will kind of converge onto where the enemy is. And just tell them to do their thing.
Yeah. Here we have my countries. Oh, I'm guessing they have to like disengage from this conflict first before they go here.
They'll do their thing. You just gotta trust them. They will have to disengage. They'll get out of any. Once they're not in any fights, they will start shifting
Okay, let's
to the east.
let's
Also, you have new research.
I will do that. I want just to find like Japan first and just declare war on them.
You're already at war with Japan.
Oh,
We're
so-
called into the war.
Oh, okay. Okay. This currently going here. We have 50% discount on all this crap. That's 2 years ahead of time. This is all ahead of time. This is ahead of time, but 50% off.
Don't go for that stuff.
Yeah.
You want to beef up your extant stuff. Like, actually, I'd go into cannons because you're woefully behind on cannons.
Artillery.
Improve your anti-tank guns. Because you're fighting the Germans, and the Germans have tanks, and you need anti-tank guns. And what you should do, since you have a shit ton of combat experience from getting in all those, give your divisions anti-tank guns.
Okay.
In the no, you do that in the recruit and deploy tab, and yeah. You can give them support anti-tank guns, which takes less and would honestly be a better idea, or you can just straight give them an anti-tank detachment.
Let's go with support anything since we have enough. Let's go with that here.
You haven't even started any anti-tank production,
Yeah,
but you don't need to give it to tanks because tanks intrinsically have heart attack. You want to give it to your
Mountaineers.
infantry and your mountaineers.
Okay. No, wait, that's wrong one. Support anti-tank. And I'm guessing they need a field hospital.
Field hospital, yeah. You want to give your field hospitals to your main infantry divisions as well.
No, these are my main infantry. I think they already have. Yeah, they already have field hospitals.
Oh, okay.
Um.
Well then, just now you need to go into the construction or the production tab
Okay.
and actually assign factories to your anti-tank stuff.
Well, let me just see if I should maybe add something else. They have Kingdom. These ones don't have. They have recon. What's logistics company?
Logistics company makes them use less stuff.
Okay. Well, I guess I might as well spend since we're on 10, or just like do another row of this.
If you're going to give anyone a logistics company, give it to your mainline infantry units, because you have more of them than mountaineers.
Yeah.